Oh, there we go.
What's going on, everybody? I'm sick. You're sick. He's sick. We're all sick. Luckily, you can't catch anything uh, over the internet, at least not yet. So
Not yet.
let's just let's yak some football. Like I said, we are all sick here. You're not alone. If you're one of the people who aren't sick, what are you doing? Get your life right. Get sick like everybody else. Come on, stop being different.
Everybody's
Welcome to
doing
Yard.
it.
What's that?
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. Everyone who's cool is doing it. Welcome to Yards After the Catch once again. Wrapping up week 16. Week 16. Uh, Man,
It's almost
you know,
over.
you wait all year for football season to start, and it's like, yes, it's finally here, and then it's gone just like that. And we got 2 weeks left. 1 week where you might actually see some games. You see some good games in week 18 for the people that are still fighting. But there's only gonna be a couple of them, and most of the other games just gonna be garbage. Um, so we got, one good week left. But it's okay because leading into this week, we have some amazing bowl games. Uh, we've had bowl games happening, but as we were discussing, you may have watched a few minutes of a couple of them up until now, but now we're getting into the real deal. We're getting into the good stuff, and we'll talk about that too. Of course, we'll catch you up on the trenches a little bit. You have to watch the show to get fully caught up, of course. It was Christmas. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone. And how was your holiday, Mr. Root? There it is.
Didn't quite get the white Christmas. There was still some lingering snow. But spent time with the wife and had some time off work. So it was really lovely. I can't complain at all. Or not the least bit. Fantasy football was really scary, but other than that, how was your holidays? Besides being sick, and don't talk too close into the mic because I don't want to get what
Not
you
too
have.
close. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have the same mic, so it might transmit. Um, no, the holidays were good. On location in Indianapolis right now, there is snow on the ground. Kids were out sledding all day. It was a good Christmas. Fantasy
Score.
football championships coming up against Bandy from Fourth and Flex. Me and him will be duking it out over there, so that's going to be nice to see. Hopefully, I can take him down, and still playing for money in a few different places, so that's nice as well. That's a win. Um, Again, like you said, can't complain. I could complain about being sick, but it's definitely not going to help it. So
Well,
we'll
yeah,
just keep
we have that
trucking.
sour hour, or got a little segment that we can kind of run through. But
Yeah,
I made it to the championship, even with Herbert, and throwing to Allen really helped me. But Herbert, shitting the bed, and I needed 31.1 points. I think I got 33 or something like that. I don't know what it was. I won by
skinny Keith again. It seems like we hear this story
1.5
every week.
every week. Like I'm a terrible manager. I don't know what it is. Like I can
No, I
get to
mean you're getting the wins, even if it's only by 1.5 or whatever it
well,
is.
yeah, but let's put it this way. I was pacing in my living room to my dining room to my kitchen around, take a sip, go pace again. It was like every day, every down. I was just like I was freaking out. As it was the stress. It was so stressful, and it wasn't even the championship. Like I don't mind losing if I just nobody showed up and they just blew me out. It's 100 to 200 points, whatever.
Sure.
But man, when it's close and it's a nail biter, my heart can't take it. It's too much. I just can't
Well,
do it.
when we were driving up here, I was telling the wife because that game, of course, was here in Indianapolis, and I was like, "Oh, I might go to the game." My wife was already sick, so she wasn't going to go. And then I got ridiculously sick, so I ended up not going. I also needed some help, and actually, the team that I'm playing bandy with, I have I have Williams, Eckler, and Allen. All three
Oh,
Chargers. It's worked. Normally, I don't
yeah,
like having that much stock in one team, but I mean, I'm in the championship game, so I guess it's working. Um,
it can pay off.
yeah,
I've seen
we'll see
people
if.
have Pollard and Elliott pay off. So
Yeah, I mean, I usually a double stack is something you might run, but three people from the same team is definitely, especially two receivers from the same
yeah,
team.
maybe quarterback, running back, wide receiver, but
Yeah, something like that. But like I said, it's worked. I'm in the championship game. Here I am. Now I got to decide if I'm going to run it again next week or be dumb and switch it. We'll find out.
I did switch my lineup late because everybody was telling me Justin Fields is going off,
Uh-huh.
and he went off for a whole 13 points, so that helped.
Big 1-3.
But leaving Dak on the bench with almost 40 points is
Sure.
terrible game management. But everybody said Justin Fields is going to run the ball. He's have no choice. It's going to be the weather, and he didn't pass. He didn't throw. So it was or run, I should say. So it was a scary week, and I have to play him again because I'm afraid to play Justin Herbert because he had 7 points, and they're already in the playoffs no matter what happens. So I feel like they're just going to kind of relax everybody, and so I think I don't have a choice there. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, depending on your scoring system, of course, is how many points you got. But Dak was the number one fantasy scoring back last week, so good
On the
job
bench.
keeping him
Yeah.
on the bench. Goff, number 2, if you can believe that. I played him in one of the leagues
That's
I'm
why.
still
There you go.
playing for money for, so that works. Yeah, but you had what, top 5? Prescott, Goff, Burrow, Allen, and Gardner Minshew, number 5.
Well, that the shootout, yeah.
Yeah. Devil's advocate definitely said play Gardner. Didn't even go into it. Just said if I need to tell you why to play Gardner Minshew, then you're probably not reading the right article. Probably need to be reading something else. So hopefully, if you were able to pick up, hopefully you played him. Top 5 fantasy back, QB 5. Kirk Cousins decimals behind at 6.
He actually has been doing well the last 2 weeks.
Who's that? Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
He's
Cousins.
been getting some shootouts and stuff like that. Doing real well.
One more game.
Running back number 5, Eckler. Thank God, needed it.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4 was Connor. 3 was Leonard Fournette, if you can believe that. Number 2, Saquon Barkley, and you will never guess who number 1 was.
Cam Akers.
Yes, sir. Are you kidding me?
Like he finally paid off.
7 points in a PPR league. Yeah. He's been having a couple good weeks. And
respectable, yeah. All the sound effects.
Yeah, like I said, we're all sick. I guess Baker Mayfield and Cam Akers are best friends. Because I don't know if they just don't want Baker throwing the ball or just the way Baker plays. Whatever it is, ever since Baker got there, Cam Akers has been having a field day. And so
Baker Mayfield went 24 for 28 for 250 yards or something, pretty solid.
He had a good week. He did. I'm not gonna lie. I looked it up. QB 12, only 17.4 points, depending on your league scores, but hey, you'll take it from Baker Mayfield. And really it doesn't go against reason why Cam Akers would be doing well when you consider how well Chubb and Hunt did when Baker was there. So kind of a pattern there, maybe.
4th and flex says Baker's coming clutch. You're right.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know about that clutch, but he's getting it done. He's getting the wins, and that's what matters.
He's having fun. I think he's finally somewhere
you
where he
go.
wants to be. He's out of the cold. He's in a dome, nice little area. So I think like he's happy. I think, um, especially with all that moving. No telling what'll happen next year, but I don't know if he's going to go anywhere. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
excited.
always tell you guys, you get a backup quarterback. Yeah, look to your wide receiver 3 and 4. You move to Arizona, and Greg Dortch is wide receiver 8 with 22 points. I'm telling you, it plays true every single time. You see a backup quarterback come in, go with the 3rd and 4th receivers because they spend time with the backups. CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver 1, Jefferson 2, Devonta Smith with Gordon Minshew there at number 3. T. Higgins, gosh dang it, he just wrecked a couple things for me at 4, and Jalen Waddle number 5. Kendrick Bourne 6, and Isaiah Hodgins at 7. Just
That's
to take it all the way to Dortch. But you
some
see your
young.
big names coming through: Lamb, Jefferson, Smith, and Waddle. And then Higgins, he's a nice, he's probably your flex play or your wide receiver 3, and he's paid off for you the last couple of weeks as well.
Yeah. Fourth and flex saying, was that Bandy saying Baker to Tampa? Yeah, after Brady leaves. Yeah, I can see that.
could be the thing. See you in the championships, Bandy.
Yeah, see you in the championship. Talk that trash. What about those tight ends? Because I think I know who number 1 is. Oh no, there's
You
the
think
close.
you know it?
It's either Kittle or was it Zelstra or whatever.
Let me tell you, Bandy's loving Higgins, not
or Hawkinson.
Higgins. Yeah, no, Higgins. Bandy's loving
Higgins.
Higgins. I told you, Higgins wrecked some shit for me this week. Yeah, that was one of the things.
He's saying it.
Now I gotta play Bandy because Higgins went off. Yeah, you got to worry about T. Higgins. I definitely have to worry about T. Higgins because he's been having some good weeks, and he definitely got Bandy to the playoffs or to the championships against me this week. Who'd you think tight end 1 was?
I
What's your
couldn't
guess?
know if it was Hawkinson, Zelstra, or Kittle. One of those 3. I feel like
It is
Am I
one of
right?
those 3.
Okay.
You gonna
I'm gonna
play
go
a
with
card?
Zelstra because he had 3 touchdowns.
Oh, Zelstra, tight end number 4.
Ah,
Tight end number 4. Kittle was 3. Tyler Higbee for the Rams, your boy Baker, was sitting at number 2.
yeah, he
Notice
went
that
off.
one too.
Baker
that?
loves tight ends. Baker loves the
Yeah.
tight ends like he always has, and I mean, look over there in Baltimore, it's going off, but not this year. Sorry,
I'll let Bandy tell us who number 5 was. Bandy knows who tight end number 5 was, and number 1 was Hawkinson.
Hawkinson went off again. That's right.
Who was number 5, Bandy, on your championship team? He probably doesn't even know. He probably doesn't even look at that roster. He probably just said it and forget it. Now he's in the championships. He's that good.
Yeah, just
not the only championship he's in. I'm in another league with him, and he's in the championship in that one as well. So Bandy cleaning house this year over there at 4th and Flicks. It was Ingram, who Bandy has. There it is.
Yeah. There it is.
He got it. Just so everybody knows, he did get in. He got in the same time I answered. He's good. At the buzzer. Yeah, so you see kind of the pattern that I'm going to have to deal with this week to go on a personal tangent.
Did you just already give up and just say, I'll just take the loss and like just be comfortable with it?
Hey, Bandy, you want to chop the trophies? You want to chop the winnings? No, I'm not throwing in the towel. It's you play to win. You play to win the game.
Play to win
the game.
What if you feel like you're probably going to lose? Because I'm going to go up and I'm probably going to put up decent numbers. But the guy I'm playing, like he has Josh Allen Monday night against the Bengals. And I feel like he's just going to put up 60 points. So if I don't have 50 or 60 points, if I'm not up by that, I know it's over. Like I just feel like it's just going to, I can't see it through another nail biter because it already hurt me once and can't get that.
Al Pacino, Jamie Foxx, Dennis Quaid. Any given Sunday, anyone can win, man. Anyone can win. It could be me. It could be you. It won't be Bandy because I'm taking him down. Bandy, you can win your other league. I'll win this one, and then we'll be cool. What do you?
Just we're Josh Allen too. Yeah.
He said if
Okay.
he gets the win, I'm going to send him that trophy. We'll see. We'll see how bad you embarrass me.
Any given Sunday, but it's going to be Monday. That's going to be the problem. So
yeah, exactly. Because
I might win
that's
Sunday.
when he's got Josh Allen playing. So the scores are going to be set, and he's still going to have Josh Allen on Monday. And I hate waiting. I hate being on the other end of that where you're watching the points keep stacking up. I'm sure that it will be close. I feel pretty confident that I will have the lead after Sunday going into Monday, but by how much, I don't know. And it's going to have to be a pretty good margin with Josh playing on Monday.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly what he said. Got to worry about Josh Allen. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm definitely worried about Josh Allen, Bandy.
It's funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine in one of my leagues, and he sees me in the championship, and I was talking about that I have to go against Josh Allen, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, all the points. If I'm up and winning, I'm going to use my commish powers to put Josh Allen on the bench and just wait for the phone call to come in and say, what did you do? Fix my lineup. And then I'll just slide him back in. So just watch what happens.
So let's ask this question real quick. This will be our fantasy football question of the week. If you see your opponent have a complementary piece, so let's say you have a quarterback and they have the receiver, or vice versa. Number one, do you want to play that? And number two, which end do you want to be on? So if it's a quarterback, receiver, quarterback, running back complement, do you want to have the receiver, running back, or would you rather have the quarterback?
Well, it's funny you asked this question. It's a fantastic question because I have Dak Prescott and he has Pollard and CeeDee Lamb. And that's who I'm playing in the championship. So you want to be on the Pollard CeeDee Lamb side, of course, because basically when I'm hoping Elliott gets all the work and, anybody else, maybe my tight end, but my quarterback's gonna be throwing like nothing. Like I'm going to be losing points every time he throws the ball. So,
right. But what if it was just one though? What if he only had Pollard, or what if he only had Lamb?
I'm not going to change. I'm still going to play the matchups. I'm not going to be worried about it. I'm just going to play who should be there. Yes. Good morning, Aurora. Whoever should be starting, who should be playing, who's going to get the most points. I think that's the person I'm putting in, regardless of who's on the other side. I mean, if nothing else, it's going to keep you somewhat close.
Yeah, Bandy weigh on this too, but I kind of feel like if you have the quarterback, I mean, the quarterback he's going to throw to other people, but I just feel like the points ratio, the way it plays out, because usually it's 20 to 25 yards for a point for a quarterback, and then obviously that's 2.5 points for your receiver plus the catch, so it's actually 3.5 points if you're playing in PPR. And then if it's a touchdown, usually the running back or receiver is getting 6, or the quarterback's only getting 4 in most cases. Sometimes the quarterback gets 6 and it's just a push, but a lot of leagues quarterback gets 4. And so I feel like no matter what happens, the quarterback is always behind, but that's on a 1-to-1 ratio. So what we're asking, Vandy, is do you play, if you have a quarterback and they have a receiver from the same team, or vice versa, do you play that, and which end do you want to be on? I think me and Rupert are both in agreement that you'd rather have the wide receiver or running back. So what we're asking is, if you have the quarterback and you see your opponent have the other person, do you play the quarterback, or do you try to go somewhere else? And I think it depends on the other person over there too.
He wants the receiver side as well.
Says I'd rather have the receiver, running back as well. So so now the question becomes, do you switch? So
yeah, see,
if you have a high scoring quarterback like Dak Prescott last week, or I don't know, Jared Goff last week, some of these guys are putting up big numbers. Kirk Cousins been putting up big numbers. Burrow, but let's say you have Burrow and you see your opponent has Higgins. Do you sit Burrow now because your quarterback's playing from behind, or do you still play Burrow because you always play your studs?
You
Thank you,
do
Omar.
always play your studs. Here's the thing. I was really, really, really contemplating sitting somebody. Who was it? Oh yeah, Devonte Adams. I really contemplated sitting him this week just due to the weather over there in Pittsburgh, and I should have because he
Yeah.
got, what was it, 3.5
He's
points.
not playing well. I don't know why, but he is not playing well the last few weeks.
Derek Carr's just overthrowing
Really,
him,
really
and
bad.
it's scaring me because Derek Carr should be in my lineup, or sorry, not Derek Carr. Devonte Adams should be in my
Davante
lineup
Adams.
for the championship, and I'm scared to play a stud. So when we say always play your studs, I would agree. However, when it comes to running backs,
You got to
probably
kind of
always
start recognizing when the ride is over, I guess. Right?
yeah.
Because
Weather
wide receiver
is
78
key.
this week, 4 points he scored, 7 points the week before, 10 points. So he went from 38 points in week 13 to 10 to 7 to 4.
Yeah.
And
So
then
you have
they have
nowhere to
San
go without.
Francisco coming up. So for most people's championship week, Devontae Adams versus San Francisco, go ahead and sit him. Go ahead and sit him because that defense is off the chain, and Devontae Adams is way off the rails right now.
Yes, I did. I made the championship by 1.15 points. So it was really stressful Monday night for me. And like I said, I got to go against Josh Allen. And I'm scared of that guy. I've been trying to trade for him all season. I was giving him Dak and a third or fourth round pick, and I was just trying to pull him away. I think I was going to give him Dak and Herbert and like an 8th rounder or something. I don't know, but it was couldn't do it. The guy was not budging, and I was like, "Tell me what you want." He wouldn't say anything. He's like, "All right, so, all right, yeah." And he said
So
probably
let's
would have
play. Go ahead.
Devontae. He said he would have played Devontae, and unless someone's had a hot streak, if somebody
I
else
did
was
sit
playing,
Devontae, and I'm glad I did.
because I almost put in Michael Pittman over Devontae Adams due to weather. So
Yeah. Yeah, he did do that. I saw that. It was it was a lot of touchy feely moments in the chat room. It was nice.
That's cute.
I sat down in the bath with a good book and read their chats back and forth about that game.
That's good.
Nice.
It was candles lit.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just have to. I'm going to run down
subject.
something, so you can take a breath here. Players who shit the bed this week, heading into your championship week: Justin Herbert 7.85, Justin Fields 13.05, running backs: Dalvin Cook 10.7, CMC 13.8, Aaron Jones 5.4, Nick Chubb 11.2, Josh Jacobs 6, Ramondre Stevenson 2.3, J.K. Dobbins 5.9. Wide receivers: Devontae Adams 3.5, Stephon Diggs 4.6, DeAndre Hopkins 1.4, Mike Evans 5.9, Michael Pittman 7.9, Garrett Wilson 5, Zay Jones 2.1. Tight ends, all of them wrecked you all year, so we can't really count them. So who hurt you? Who hurt you this week? Because I guarantee you, there's some massive, really good teams, probably ranked number 1, had some of those players on their team, and they just lost. They didn't make the championship.
I took a gamble on this week and lost me the game, like 100% lost, because I could have played. And to be fair, I meant to play golf, but it was a Thursday night game and I missed it, and I wasn't paying attention. I had played Zach Wilson the week before. He did awesome for me. I knew not to play him this week, but like I said, I missed it and I got the switch. But he obviously completely let me down, got me 2 points.
Oh,
Thanks, Zach Wilson. You're awesome. 2-point quarterback. Like, you did worse than every single person that he just read off. Zay Jones did better than you, Zach Wilson.
yeah, that's terrible. That's
So
one catch for 11 yards. Come on.
yeah. Bandy said Aaron Jones and Denver D. Yeah, Denver D just like they quit. I don't know what the hell happened. They didn't even show up. Fournette came out of nowhere. Brady 23.15, I think, give or take. Yeah, it just you can't see that stuff coming based on how the season has gone. I'm not going to say Brady hasn't put together some games, but you don't see 23 points coming out of Brady. You definitely don't see that coming out of Fournette. Just insane. And that's what I love about fantasy football, honestly. I mean, all those names you named off, probably 80% of them you would play every week. And we talk about playing your studs, and 80% of that list falls into that category. You talk about Cook, you talk about Diggs, you talk about Herbert. I mean, they're just
Herbert,
so many
Adams,
names on that list
Chubbs,
you just named
Jacobs.
off.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
Aaron
these are the
Jones
guys that were the first 3 rounds, give or take, just depending
yeah.
on the size of your league. And those
I think
guys are
most of those
gone.
flip. I think most of those flip this week. Play them again. We say play your studs. They fall in the stud category. You play them. Justin Fields against the Lions. Tom Brady versus the Panthers. Justin Fields all day. Lions defense, of course, is garbage. And those games, if you go back and look over the last few weeks, everybody playing against the Lions has done very well, fantasy-wise, quarterbacks and stuff like that. And Justin Fields, of course, is the third running back on the field, RB1. But he's the extra runner on the field, and that's why he does so well, because he is fast, and you can't account for him. Carolina Panthers defense fallen off, but still play tough. And it's a division matchup, and those have not gone well for Brady this year. I'm saying, for me, I'm taking Justin Fields against the Lions. Is it in Detroit this week? I feel like it is.
Yes, it's in Detroit.
Yeah, so
because
it's in a dome too. Yeah, come on. You don't have to worry about weather.
I went to fourth and flex, and I said, "Hey, I'm struggling with my lineup, and should I play Justin Fields?" And they weren't the only ones who said, "Yeah, put Justin Fields in."
Oh, I would have played.
And,
Yeah, I would have played him last week.
It was scary to watch it unfold, because I was watching Dak throw touchdown after touchdown, so it scared me. And yeah, I still want to play Fields over Justin Herbert this week, because Justin Herbert is, he's not even like a second, third string running back at this point, like point wise, just terrible. And they made the playoffs, so he's not even going to try. But he'll probably put up a 50 burger on my bench, which is going to be really comforting.
Well, the Chargers have the Rams, and they're at home. And the way the Rams are playing right now, it should be, scoring going on, playing going on. Rams don't have a great defense, so I have confidence in Herbert this week too. I think most of those names on your list, I think you still play them this week. Yeah, they had a bad week last week. You play them still this week. You don't give up. Now, Adams, I'm saying he's done. You're done with Adams. Put Adams away. He's got San Francisco. If you have a championship game in week 18, then you can play Adams, because they have Kansas City. But next week against San Francisco, do not play Devontae Adams. Do not do it.
Do not play Devontae Adams. See, now I'm going to lose sleep for the rest of the week until Devontae Adams plays.
Write that down. Don't play Devontae Adams next week. We brought up the Chargers. Chargers at Indianapolis. Indianapolis puts in Nick Foles. Saturday, getting called up to be the coach. Questionable coaching decisions since he's been in there. Nick Foles puts up 143 and 3 interceptions, and they've already said that Nick Foles will start again next week. Is Jeff Saturday just a glutton for punishment? Is he just stubborn and is just like the little kid? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it myself.
Well,
he feels like the little kid who's holding his breath.
They don't have anything to play for. They're playing for a draft pick at this point.
Well, and I guess if that's the strategy, then sure, keep Nick Foles in there. But a guy threw 143 and 3 interceptions. He didn't earn the starting job. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nick Foles was out
Yeah.
absolutely terrible. It was horrible. It was ugly. And that's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and I like Nick Foles.
It was the
And I
MVP of
get
the
it.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's basically got a play named after him. I mean, it's called the Philly Special, but he ran. I was, but I get it. That, the guy's got a place in history, but now he's got a
Yeah.
bad place in history too. I don't know. He didn't earn that job, and I don't see why you would keep him in after that.
I think it's because Matt Ryan just been horrendous, terrible. Like I don't know. Like when I drafted Matt Ryan, I said everything seems to be good. Indianapolis was great last year. So I took Jonathan Taylor with my first pick, and then round 12, I think I got Matt Ryan. I'm like, I got a stack. I was excited, and just I was like, well, this cost me, so I was struggling. It's just I don't know. Like I don't know what happened in Indianapolis, but they went from Andrew Luck, and it's just been downhill since. I mean, Rivers
Yeah.
was good, and he left. And
Rivers is okay. I wish Rivers would have stuck around a little bit and
yeah,
see what he could
he's
do.
got like 11 kids, so he's got shit to do.
Yeah. All right, NFL. Let's go. How did we do last week?
You're gonna love it. So I went 12-4, and you went 11-5.
I'll take it. I'll take either one. Cowboys at Titans.
I picked Cowboys. What'd you pick?
Yep. Dolphins at Patriots.
I picked the Patriots, but if Tua plays, I might switch it. But I think I'm gonna take Patriots.
I'm going to take the Patriots just because I've seen the Dolphins in Buffalo, and it's not much different.
Yeah, that's true. Patriots got one hell of a defense.
Browns at the Commanders.
Oh, Commanders.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see that?
What's that? That was tough for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Deshaun Watson's $250 billion is really paying off. Well, Commanders. No, you can take the Browns. Go ahead.
I'll be different. I'll take the Browns. I'll be different. Just to be
dirty.
Cardinals at Falcons. JJ Watt's last game in Atlanta.
I took the Cardinals.
I will take the Falcons. JJ Watt. They're fighting for a playoff spot. Jaguars at Texans.
Jaguars.
Yeah. Colts at Giants.
I took the Giants.
Yep. Broncos at Chiefs.
Who did I take? Oh, Chiefs. What was I thinking? Yeah, of course, Chiefs.
Yeah. Panthers at Buccaneers.
Bucks. Brady in December.
Yep. Bears at Lions.
Bears.
I'm taking the Lions. Lions are playing well right now. They're winning games.
Justin Fields going to run for 150 yards.
They're at home. I'm taking the Lions. Saints at Eagles.
Eagles.
Yep. Even if they sit Hurts, they got Gardner Minshew. 49ers at Raiders.
49ers. Raiders have been trash.
Jets at Seahawks. The battle is 7-8.
Hawks. Because Jets don't know what they're doing with their quarterback, and they can't ride that defense the whole time.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks in a barn burner. Rams at Chargers.
Chargers.
You're not going Baker.
I'm not going Baker. I think.
Wow.
I think just watching the Colts just can't do anything. I feel like
I thought we were going to split on that one. Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers, but I thought you'd take the Rams. Vikings at Packers.
This one was a tough one for me. I had to go Packers though. Packers defense is pretty good, and
they are, and I can definitely see them winning. But I'll split with you. I'll take the Vikings on that one.
Kirk Cousins hasn't played in the cold at all this year, or outside for that matter. He's had like nothing but bowl or
that's what they got cooked for. All he's got to do is throw it up. Jefferson will catch it. He's got to throw it up.
I hope so.
Steelers at Ravens.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm going Steelers. I got to take the Steelers.
I know.
And Monday night, Bills at Bengals.
Well, this is going to hopefully be a shootout, a lot of fun to watch.
I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I think this one's going to cost me my championship for
I
sure.
hope they sit Allen.
Yeah, I do too. They won't. And
So I'm going
between his
Bills.
rushing yards and passing yards, I think he's going to. I think honestly, I really think he's going to get probably anywhere. I think he's going to get 30 plus fantasy
Burrow
points.
had like he's
Allen's
been
my
on
play of the
fire.
week, and Burrow is right behind him. Allen and Burrow are both my plays of the week at the quarterback position. I'm actually going to take the Bengals.
Really? Okay, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I am.
Oh, well, that's because Burrow's like throwing like 4 touchdowns before the half, maybe.
Yeah, I mean
And that's going to make Josh Allen throw 4. So there's probably going to be like 10
Exactly.
touchdowns in this game. Like it's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, he's only going to throw 3 because he's going to run for 2.
Yeah, it's still okay.
Yeah,
There'll be 10 touchdowns.
10 touchdowns at least.
T. Higgins and
Yeah,
Burrow.
plus or minus 10, going to plus.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad. Which brings us into college chaos.
College casting with the bowl games.
Let's go. How did we do last week?
I went 5-3, and you went 5-3.
There you go. Boom.
But Coastal Carolina, East Carolina are playing right now, and we both have East Carolina, so that's not going to matter. But we have at 9:15 tonight, or depending on what time zone you're in, Wisconsin and Oklahoma State play, and we're split on those. So whoever wins between the Wisconsin and Oklahoma State game, that we'll find out who's the champ this week.
Decide the champion. All right.
Yes.
Update next week. So that takes us into how are we doing all of them? Or are we just doing
Yeah, I got them all right here. You want to run down? I'll find them. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
UCF and Duke.
I'll take UCF.
Okay. I took UCF. Kansas at Arkansas.
I'll take Arkansas.
Oh, I took Kansas on that one.
All right.
Number 15, Oregon versus North Carolina.
I'll take Oregon.
So did I. Texas Tech and Ole Miss.
You know, I'm an Ole Miss fan this year. Ole Miss.
All right. I took Texas Tech. I don't know why. I just flipped a coin basically.
I would have actually kind of done that if it wasn't Ole Miss, but
yeah. Syracuse at Minnesota.
Minnesota?
I took Syracuse.
All right.
Yeah. Oklahoma, Florida State. Number 13, Florida State.
I know you took Oklahoma, so I'll take Florida State. Just for fun.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, that was a tough one for you. 20, Texas versus 12, Washington.
I'll take. Oh God, yeah, I'll take Washington.
Oh, I took Texas.
No, I'll take Texas. Never mind. It's in Texas.
You found something, yeah.
It says it's in Texas. Yeah.
Maryland versus 23, NC State.
Maryland with the upset.
Oh, going Maryland. I went NC State.
That's for you, Marky.
Pittsburgh versus 18, UCLA.
UCLA.
Okay, so did I. Number 21, Notre Dame versus 19, South Carolina.
I'll do it for the home team. South Carolina. I hate picking them, but I'll do
it. Yeah, they're annoying noises, but I took Notre Dame.
I would too.
Yeah, this Ohio, that's not real. Not against Wyoming.
I'll still take them though.
Take Ohio?
Yeah. Little OH. Little
OH, yeah. I took Wyoming just because I don't choose anything. There's only one Ohio State.
This is true.
So.
Very true.
Number 6, Tennessee versus 7, Clemson.
Here we go. Now we're getting into it. Oh man, I can't wait for these games. Let's see. Tennessee versus Clemson. Tennessee, fantastic program. I'm going Clemson.
Yeah, just if
Dabo's fantastic.
They had their quarterback, it would be different. But
yeah.
Number 5, Alabama versus 9, Kansas State.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you mine. I went Kansas State. I'm going for the upset.
Really? Yeah, I'm taking Alabama.
Yeah, I know you are. Safety. Yeah. There's your safety net. There's your free win. Iowa versus Kentucky.
I'll take Kentucky.
Oh, so did I. I was kind of surprised.
It's in Nashville.
22, Mississippi State versus Illinois.
Well, you're skipping over it. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. I figured you would.
Yeah, Mississippi State. I'll take Mississippi State.
Oh, okay. I took Illinois because they've been playing pretty good this year, so I'm gonna show some love.
Sure.
Number 16 Tulane versus 10 USC.
USC
Yeah, USC for
playing
sure.
great ball.
Yeah. Number 17 LSU versus Purdue.
LSU
LSU
picking
yeah.
against the Big Ten. Yeah, I did it. Purdue's got a fantastic defense, so they could definitely give them a hard time.
Yeah. And number 11 Penn State versus 8 Utah.
Let's go Penn State. Come on.
I went Utah. Utah destroyed USC twice, so
Utah's
let's
playing
go.
really good ball too. But I can't pick that much against the Big Ten.
Number 3 TCU versus number 2 Michigan. You know, who are you going for, sir? I'll cough. I don't care.
TCU. Take them out.
Going for TCU?
Take them out.
I will be going for and cheering for TCU, but I'm going for Michigan.
You're picking Michigan, rooting for TCU.
Yeah. If on a betting man, I'd be picking Michigan, but
if I was betting money,
TCU.
yes, if I had money on the game, I would probably put it on that stupid team. But
if I had
I'm picking TCU, I am rooting for TCU. TCU. Go Horn Frog.
Yeah. Horn Frog. I'll be doing the thing the whole time. You know, I'll be excited about it. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. You know what? If I had tons of like throwaway money, it's like, probably, money's no object. Yeah, I'd be betting TCU, but this is just, and then the last one, number 4, the Ohio State.
Oh, go
versus
Buckeyes.
Number 1, Georgia.
Let's go.
Oh, so I know you're going.
I should have worn my Buckeyes gear tonight, and I feel bad about not doing that. But
you'll be all right. You could wear it on Sunday. I think that's when they play.
I believe I have
31st.
I believe I have outfits set up for Thursday through Saturday.
That's cute. We should match.
That's the type of fan I am. I got to start building up.
I will not be going to work on Friday because I'll be watching the game.
That's awesome.
So
that's the type of fan he is. That's what you get at Yards After the Catch. You get dedication. You get full on football fanatics over here. You take days off work to watch bowl games.
I have use or lose time, and that's just what I'm going to do. But I'm taking Georgia to win. But I will be cheering for Ohio State.
Well, thank you, sir.
I will be screaming for Ohio State just as much as I'm screaming for TCU. I want TCU and Ohio State, and
here's the problem that we're going to run into, other than the fact that Georgia's a fantastic team. It's in freaking Georgia. How the hell does that happen? How does Georgia get to play us in Georgia? What the hell?
You better have a lot of really rich fans up there in Ohio State, just willing to travel. Because
we will have fans in the stands. I'm not worried about that. There will be a very full OSU section because Buckeyes are everywhere. Actually had a chance to go to that game, but I'm here in Indiana with the family. A friend of mine had 2 tickets to the game, but we don't leave until the 1st. So I missed it by a day.
You could fly down there and then fly back.
I contemplated not going, but I'd probably be getting divorced if that happened. So with that, trenches dropped. We are in the championships. We got 2 players left playing for $5,000. Catch the episode on Thursday. It's fantastic. From 12 to 2, one more week to go. Next week, we will have a champion. That's how it went down. Next week, we'll have a champion. The players get to pick anybody they want, DFS style. But they're only telling us. They're not telling anybody else. So their opponent won't know. They basically don't know who they're playing against. They won't know their opponent's score. They will only know their own. And they may end up picking some of the same players. We're also throwing out the top and bottom scores. So it should be interesting.
Are you worried at all that they'll talk so they know, so they don't have to stress till the show?
Am I worried about it? No, because that's on them if they want to do it. I hope they don't do that. I think it'd be more fun. I know if I was playing as a competitor, I would never do that because I want to win. I want to dominate. And if I did do that, I would totally backstab the other person. Like I would say
I
that,
would say I would be looking after Sunday and say, yeah, I started this person, this person, this person, and I would tell them all the
yeah,
top scores, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I played, and then give them like one bad score just so they know I'm not,
yeah,
you get all the first round. But yeah, well, that's what I
Just so
would
they're
do.
like sweating the whole time, just be like, oh my god, I don't even stand a chance. Like he got
Yeah.
literally every top scorer that played this week. Oh my god, yeah. No, if there was any type of pre-coordination going, I'm going to play this guy, and let's play all the same guys except one guy. We'll make one guy different. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Who are we going to play? And I would say, and I would totally backstab that person and play completely different.
So we know Kelsey's the tight end, like,
yeah,
like just not taking
that's the
chance.
thing. Like, I think they'll both pick Kelsey, but after that, I think it's kind of a toss-up because there's a lot of they may pick one wide receiver the same, but I think there'll be a different one. I think running backs will both be different. I actually think quarterbacks will both be different. I really think everybody's going to be different. I think they're going to match a wide receiver. I think they're going to match the tight end, and I think after that, I really think they're going to be different. So I'm not too worried about a tie. Coordination could be, but I don't know.
Yeah, can't wait. You start with the defense, and then kicker, and then tight end. Just work your way up to find out who the QBs are and running backs.
I'm really interested to see what happens when the scores get thrown out, because that's really going to be the difference maker right there. Because you're going to have this base score, and then you're going to lose all these points, and that is going to be the deciding factor right there. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That'll be interesting.
I'm excited.
Anyway, catch it on Thursday. The Trenches 12-2 championship awarded $5,000 next week. See down there at the bottom. Join us again next week. We'll talk a little more Trenches, but we'll definitely talk the NFL. We'll talk about our predictions. My prediction to sit Adams. Our prediction that Burrow and Allen are both going to score over 30. Play your studs this week, even if they let you
Apparently
down.
not.
What's that?
Apparently don't play your studs, Adams.
He's not a stud anymore. He's been a stud for 3 weeks.
He's due.
3 weeks, and he's playing San Francisco's defense. And he's playing San Francisco's defense.
And he's ranked third, hasn't?
No.
Oh God! You know what? I can't even talk about this right now. I'm so stressed. It's gonna be a long week. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, a wonderful New Year. Be safe out there. Best of luck to everybody who made it in the championships, and of course, Chris, get better, feel better, enjoy your night, sleep and nap, do whatever you got to do. This too shall pass. Sometime soon. But hopefully before the bowl games, and we can kind of like breathe and have some energy to stand up. So feel better, my friend, and take us home.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody who watches and supports the show. We love you guys. Thank you to Bandy for losing to me next week and let me get my championship. Best of luck to all of you in your championships. The happiest of holidays, the best of health to everyone. Go Bucks.